At last, here we are in the crypt.
Can you see those two display cases? In there, you'll find the extraordinary anatomical machines that made my boss famous all around the world.
Take a closer look. Don't be afraid.
I still get the shivers when I think about how many nights we spent in the house in our secret laboratory, shut up in there in the half-light with the fumes of the furnace and the flasks of liquids sputtering away.
So you really do want to frighten our guest?
I have to confess, Prince, that I was a bit frightened myself when I was in there by your side when you were doing your experiments.
So I had the idea of inventing a machine that could reproduce down to the last detail all the blood vessels that crisscross the human body and transport the blood carrying oxygen, the source of life, to every corner of our bodies. A doctor friend of mine thought I'd never succeed. It's impossible, he said. How can you show the whole of such an intricate system, from the largest veins to the smallest capillaries? You're crazy, Raimondo. Wait and see, I told him. You'll be amazed. And he was.
After dozens of experiments, here they are. Joachim and Boaz. That's what we called them. The male and the female.
Aren't they marvellous?
You'd have had to have lived for another 100 years.
Oh, my dear Gennaro. In truth, I'd be satisfied with just a little walk outside now, to be able to go out, just for a few hours, if only to understand how science has changed, how many discoveries and inventions there have been since my death. I see people coming in here with strange devices in their hands that light up, that make noises, and even talk.
And the noises you can hear from the streets.
Ah, those must be carriages pulled by mechanical horses, I'm sure of it.
Excellency, I'm sorry, but it's time to say goodbye to our guest now.
You're right.
To leave the crypt, go up the staircase here on the right, which leads to the sacristy.
But before we say goodbye, my dear guest, I'd like to give you a little bit of advice. Not as a prince or a scientist, but as a friend. May I? Well, what I'd say is this. Never lose your curiosity about everything around you. The world is a wonderful place, full of so many strange and mysterious phenomena. Studying and discovering the mysteries of nature is a wonderful and fascinating game, the best there is. And perhaps because I never lost my youthful curiosity, I had a wonderful time. And ultimately, I can say this sincerely, even if there were some setbacks, I was a truly happy man.
And I was happy to be your servant, then and now.
I'm going back now. And you, Gennaro, back to the door to welcome in more curious visitors. And you, dear guest, before you go, why not take another look around without us? There are still so many things to discover in my marvellous chapel. So look carefully, discover some new things, and above all, have fun.
And don't give up any of the secrets we've told you. Keep them to yourself and don't forget them.
Look who's talking. Come on then, Gennaro. Let's go.
But before you leave, remember to place your audio guide in one of the special containers.